The white coat ceremony is much more than a convention. Being a doctor is a noble profession and as having superpower to save people's life and make the world a better place. The white coat is an honor of dedication to medicine. It represents the virtues that underlie the work of doctors, including compassion, responsibility, duty, honor, and respect. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and a warm welcome to the White Coat Ceremony of 2021-22 batch of MBBS students of Dr.Moopen's Medical College. I am Dr. Sushant, Associate Professor, Department of Anatomy, and with me is Dr. Jinu, Assistant Professor, Department of Physiology. We will take you through today's events.
Before anything else, let us welcome our beloved founder, chairman, and managing director of Foster DM Healthcare, Padma Shri Dr. Moopen, with a huge round of applause. Now I welcome Nazira Asad, ma'am, wife of our beloved chairman and trust member. We now welcome our dean, Dr. Gopakumaran Karta. Our executive trustee, Mr. Bashir sir. Vice Dean, Dr. A.P. Kamath. Deputy Medical Superintendent, Dr. Wasif Mayan. And Arun Aravind. Senate member KUHS. PTA President Mr. Najib Karadan. Dr. K.N. Suresh, Nursing College Principal to this program. Any auspicious occasion will commence with a prayer. I welcome 21 batch students, Sneha and Mega, for prayer. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the prayer.
സ്നേഹഗീതമേകിയും കർമ്മഭൂമി തളിരിടുന്ന വർണ്ണമേകിയും നമ്മിൽ വാഴുമാദിനാമം ഇന്നു വാഴ്ത്തിടാം ഞങ്ങൾ പാടുമീ സ്വരങ്ങൾ കീർത്തനങ്ങളാകണേ ചൂടുവയ്ക്കുമീ പദങ്ങൾ നൃത്തലോലമാകണേ കുഞ്ഞു വീടിനുൾക്കളങ്ങൾ സ്വർഗമാകണേ അമ്മ നൽകുമുമ്മ പോലും അമൃതമാകണേ പൂർണ്ണമീ ചരാചരങ്ങൾ ഗുരുവരങ്ങളാകണേ ഹൃദയരാഗതന്ത്രി മീട്ടി സ്നേഹഗീതമേകിയും കർമ്മഭൂമി തളിരിടുന്ന വർണ്ണമേകിയും നമ്മിൽ വാഴുമാദിനാമം ഇന്നു വാഴ്ത്തിടാം.
Thank you very much. You all may please be seated. May I now request Dr. Wasif Mayan, Deputy Medical Superintendent, DMMC, to welcome the gathering.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. So, welcome to this gathering, and we are here to witness the white coat ceremony of the 2021 batch, or the 8th batch of MBBS students of the prestigious Dr.Moopen's Medical College. A white coat ceremony is a milestone event, and it marks the beginning of a journey of each of our beloved students in their professional development and as doctors to the community. I would like to remind all of the students that have gathered here that you are not just students, but you are just doctors in training. And everything that you play an important role in the roles that you are going to do in your entire life. And dreams doesn't become a reality through magic. It takes a lot of sweat, your blood, hard work, and determination. And yes, that's a belief that is endorsed by none other than our beloved Executive Trustee, Bashir sir. He epitomizes all the virtues that I have just mentioned, and it epitomizes what our institution stands for. I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. And I would like to welcome our beloved Dean, or the leader of the pack, or the leader of this alpha pack, as I would like to call it. And he is the basic motivation for us to continue doing what we are doing and to target and strive for excellence on our day-to-day work that we try to do. He's an excellent leader and a captain of our ship, and he is the catalyst that stimulates us to do more and more every passing day. I welcome you, sir, to this function. I would also like to welcome our beloved Vice Dean, Dr. A.P. Kamath sir, to this occasion. He's a strong pillar of support, and I would agree that there is no doubt that he is the military man of our campus. He ensures that discipline is never compromised at any level, and there is some virtue that is absolutely essential in ensuring that you become very full-fledged and disciplined doctors in your lifetime. Welcome, sir. Now, I would also like to welcome our Deputy Medical Superintendent, Dr. Arun Aravind, to this function. And the young blood that is circulating in his veins confer a lot of energy and vibrance to this campus. Welcome. Unfortunately, due to personal reasons, our Medical Superintendent, Dr. Manoj Narayanan, couldn't be a part of our function. But I am sure that he would be wishing well for this function, and he is hoping for the best to happen to our students. So I would like to welcome him virtually in his absence. And next, I would like to welcome our Assistant General Manager of Operations, Dr. Shanavas Palliyal, to this function. He is also a Senate member of the University, KUHS, representing all the private medical colleges in the state. And he makes our life easier by doing all the running by himself. And that's a very big thing that you do. Welcome to this function. And the outset, I would also like to welcome our other Assistant General Manager of Operations, Mr. Supi Kallangodan, for being with us as a pillar of support. Welcome, Supi. I would also like to welcome our Nursing College Principal, Professor Suresh sir, for gracing this occasion and making and blessing this gathering. Yeah. Ultimately, parents form the rock-solid support system to all our children. All the achievements that you are seeing the kids do are a testament to the encouragement and motivation and support given by the parents. Our PTA President, Mr. Najib Karadan, has been instrumental in ensuring that the participation of parents in the overall development of our children in this campus has been at par with the best. He has a say in most of the day-to-day activities, because generally in most of the meetings, we did not usually see a lot of PTA presence, but we see a very dynamic person in Mr. Najib, and he has a say in most of the day-to-day activities of our institution. I welcome you, sir. And at this outset, I would like to welcome all the parents. I know that you will be amidst your busy schedules, but instead of all those tight schedules, you have made and found out some time to make it here and bless us with your presence and witness this spectacle. And I'm sure that you are all proud of whatever your children have achieved in your life. Welcome to this occasion. Now, what a teacher does or writes on the blackboard of life is something that cannot be erased. It is a supreme art of the teacher to awaken the creativity and hidden genius inside a child. We are lucky to have an eminent pool of faculty gracing our occasion and teaching your students in this campus. And I would welcome all the faculties, the department heads, the assistant and associate professors, all the other secretaries and all the department faculties and my dear colleagues to this function. Welcome. And for any machine to function properly, the engine room is generally something that we never witness. We have a lot of people running behind and burning the midnight oil to ensure administration.
Dr. Kamath and my dear young future aspirant doctors, I should say that, and all proud parents, my dear colleagues, and the entire administrative team who actually made this particular dream moment into a reality. Of course, as Vasif actually took a major share of my responsibility into in the welcome speech, and it was an excellent motivational speech rather than a welcome speech. Vasif, thanks a lot for you. So I know that there is no doubt that it's a momentous occasion where your dreams are going to be in the reality. The expectation of your parents are getting fulfilled today. But is the path, is the road, is ending here or not? No. Your responsibility is growing up. And today you are actually wearing a very noble white coat, which symbolizes a lot. This symbolizes your dedication, your purity, your commitment, your determination, and how you are going to incorporate the scientific excellence into your medical practice. And it is not just like a piece of cloth around your body. It is something which is very noble thing, which should be close to your heart. I caught Swami Vivekananda's vision one. You are learning with your head. You are feeling with your heart. And you are treating with your hands. So a doctor coming from our institution, not the matter coming from any institution in the whole world, should acquire all these three different domains of competency. You may be treating or you may be curing patients with your knowledge, but how far you are close to them, that is very, very, very important. The patient or the agony that you are coming or you are encountering, you are coming across in your future career, may be a personification of a father or mother or a sister, or maybe very close or a dear and a near. View them as such. That will actually take you to the great heights. We want the doctors with all this knowledge together. That's the way you are going to be trained here. At the outset, I'm so grateful and so thankful that you have chosen this particular institution for your career. And I hope that by the time you will emerge out as graduates, we may be able to offer you the post-graduation and possibly a super specialty division also. So I want you to be having a long stay with us. That's actually the way by which you can emerge out as the expected Indian medical graduate. And your responsibility, it's not ending just like your knowledge that you are going to get from your reference books. You have to be a continuous learner. A doctor cannot just complete the learning activity or acquiring the skill and performing up to a certain point of time. You have to be a continuous learner. You have to be a good teacher. Some of you may be taking the profession of teaching or as a faculty in a medical institution or a school later. Even otherwise, you have to be a good teacher to your patients and their relatives or bystanders. You have to teach a lot to them. You have to teach about the details about the disease, the outcome, the course, and the modality of treatment, options. All those things you have to teach. So you have to be a continuous teacher. Sorry, you have to be a good teacher, a good communicator rather. And on other side, and every doctor is going to be a leader. So during the whole course of your career, the most important character you should acquire is the leadership quality. We are so blessed that we have a wonderful leader, a personification of everything together. So we are so happy to have a chairman here. So he was an eminent teacher in Calicut Medical College, a gold medalist in medical education, and he is actually the most successful doctor, I should say. And this is maybe only a very few medical colleges in the country owned by a true academician. So that actually helps like us who are actually there leading the institution in certain key positions. It actually soothes us a lot. It actually makes things much more easy and much more easy to convince about the requirement of medical education. So thank you for your wonderful support, sir, to bring this institution to a greater height. I request my young future doctors, we have got lot of accountability, lot of responsibility to give it back to a wonderful person who made this particular institution to this stature. In spite of all odds, take the geographic terrain, which is very hostile for the construction. He has done a marvel here. Take about the faculty members, very difficult to attract them to see. I'm not actually blaming the doctors because every doctor wants to be surrounded by all the plus. We have got only very few plus to offer to them, but in spite of that, many doctors are interested or showing some passion to work in this particular Astra group of institution. It's because of the goodwill and the stature that is acquired over the last period. So you have to be a brand ambassadors of this institution. When you come out from the Astra, when you are turning into an Astorian after coming out, after getting graduates, you may be working in some of the institutions and some of our own institutions. Definitely, you have to have that flavor. I'm very happy that a lot of initiatives that we have started from 2021 batch. One is the family adoption program envisaged by the National Medical Commission. So we have got a definite blueprint. I'm really congratulating the Department of Community Medicine to come forward with a clear roadmap of how to go about it. Each student will be having almost 2 to 5 families at adoption. You will be just monitoring the family for the next 5 years. Mind you, we will be having a lot of family under the ambit of medical college, and it is closely monitored by our own students. That will bring a lot of things. That is one part. Second thing is the yoga and the physical training that we are having there in the morning. I think it's so unique. We found out that the regularity in your studies, regularity in your routine is actually deviating from the normal behavior of a medico. We are actually trying to bring a culture of having some physical exercise there in the morning for about 30 minutes. I'm very happy that it is well participated and it is well accepted by not only by the students and also well appreciated by parents. Thanks to all. So whatever that we do, whatever that we offer from here, it is actually for the betterment of our students, of our doctor community, and ultimately it is going to be reflected in the community. Once again, I'm so thankful to chairman and the entire team here to have this particular occasion a memorable one. and it is going to be a real landmark, a milestone in your whole career. And hope, as Dr. Vasif clearly mentioned, that after 5 years, we will be having, or I will be addressing, a proud doctors, well-motivated doctors, a true doctor citizens, which are going to be contributing a lot to the entire society. Thereby, our mission is getting fulfilled. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Light and darkness are the contrasting features symbolizing two different aspects, knowledge and ignorance. Light is always compared to Lord, as he is the first source of knowledge, who restores life and the spiritual illuminator of our wisdom. Hence, light is worshipped as the Lord himself. Knowledge is the inner wealth by which all our outer achievements can be accomplished. Hence, we light the lamp to bow down to the knowledge, as it is the greatest forms of wealth. With this auspicious note, we will now have the lamp lighting ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, to do the honors, we have an esteemed gathering amongst us. May I please request our beloved chairman, Padma Shri Dr. Moopen, Nazira ma'am, Bashir sir, our beloved dean, vice dean, Dr. Wasif, Dr. Arun Aravind, Dr. Shanawaz, and Mr. Najib to light the lamp.
Can we have the candles presented to the dignitaries, please? A big round of applause.
Dr. Suresh, and all the other people who have been mentioned here. I'm names again. And of course, I will be failing in my duty if I don't recognize also my wife. I understand that there are more girls than boys in this batch, like many of the batches. I happen to be the warden of a ladies' hostel, actually. I am actually the warden of a ladies' hostel group. So, this is a fantastic. So, let me welcome the freshers who are the heroes today, like Dr. Wasif said, who are going to be the future of the healthcare domain of not only India, of the world, and congratulate them for getting into this very noble profession. Let me also congratulate the proud parents who must be so happy that they have come into the medical college. We all know that nearly 10 lakhs of students try for the NEET examination, and of that only few qualify, and of that only very few come into the medical colleges. We have all over India around 60,000 seats, and very few students come into that. And you are among those selected few who are bestowed to be in one among the most noble professions, and also a profession which can help you to help others while you are doing your profession, and also help yourself. Because we all know that medicine is one profession. If you are good at that, you will have your life being taken care of. So extremely happy to have you here. We have started this college 10 years back, like what our what Dean said. And in the last 10 years, we had lot of challenges, but the hard work of the people here, the faculty, I want to recognize them. They are the reasons why we are here now. They are the ones who brought in the very high results of these institutions. In the last 5 years, if you look at, or 4 years if you look at, our result in the final MBBS have been above 90% all the times. Above 90% result in all the times. And that is something which has happened only due to the faculty's capability. And also the people in the administration, many of them sitting here, I don't want to again name people, but they all have fought from the front under the leadership of Professor Karta as well as Bashir, and taken the institution to a level where we now know that it is going to be, to be in the top institutions of the country in the next 5 years. We wanted DMMC to become one among the best private medical colleges in the country. That was the vision which we had. And I'm sure that in the next 5 years it is going to happen. We already have started the postgraduate courses, which is one of the great things. And apart from that, very importantly, we have gone into areas which have not been so far fathomed by many of the other medical colleges. Research. Big time research is happening in this institution. We have started a research wing, which is taking the institution to the next level. So that is something which will give you the proud feeling that you are in an institution which is one among the best in the country, and that will give you also the benefit of being recognized whenever you are going to any institution. I have now in the last 3 years, we have 3 batches who have graduated, and the doctors who have come out and after finishing their internship, many of them have gone for post-graduation, but some of them also have gone into practice. And they all are welcomed in the institutions where they are working, which shows that the training being given by the faculty here, the facilities here are top class, and this is going to be something which will prepare them for the future. So you are in very good place, you are in very safe hands, and I'm sure that you all are going to be in the future, going to be at the top end. So you always have to think that when you are doing anything for that matter, you have to think that you are actually creating a difference for the people, for the state, for the country. It is not that you are just becoming a doctor and sitting somewhere practicing. You are contributing to the whole healthcare system, and that's what's happening. I remember John F. Kennedy, the very famous President of United States of America, while he visited the NASA, it was his dream that he should put a man, or America should put a man on the moon. That was his wish, and that is something which he had already announced. So he visited NASA, and he was going through the corridors of NASA to see the whatever rockets and other things. And then he asked one of the janitors who was there, he asked him, because he is such a friendly person, the president asked this person, "What are you doing?" And it seems he answered, "I am in the process of putting a man on the moon." So even a janitor who is in the NASA thinks that I am in that process of putting a man on the moon. So what you are doing is not just becoming doctors. Beyond that, you have a great journey ahead where maybe, as we know that, see, when you look at last 50 years, the longevity of people have increased at least 100 times. What was 30, 40 years, 50 years back, when I was a child or student in the college, school, now it has gone to 80. So what's the reason? What is the reason for this longevity? We know that there are a lot of things which have happened, like better food, better facilities, better knowledge about how you can have long life. But the most important single contribution to the longevity is modern medicine. That's the one which has helped us to reach at least 20 to 30 years of the longevity is contributed by modern medicine. You treat a patient who has a cardiac problem, and at the age of 40 or 50, he has an angioplasty and he lives for 70 or 80 years. Like that, a cancer, you treat and cure that patient. And many of the infections earlier, which used to kill millions of people, all this are contributing to the longevity. We all know that how much the medical side has contributed to the COVID pandemic. And I really appreciate the doctors, the paramedics, and everybody who has contributed to that. Finally, I just want to tell you, what is that you should be doing? You are joining a profession which is very noble. And I should, as a medical student once upon a time, and as a doctor, as a medical teacher later, I should tell that this is a tough course. There is no second thought about that. It is not like our arts college, and we have to study hard, and we have to put in lot of effort. Only if we put in that effort, we will be able to clear the exams and come out at the destination, at the time of the destined time. So work hard every day. Don't postpone for the future. Every day that is being taught, you have to learn. Even before coming to the class, you should know what is being taught that day, and you should prepare yourself. The teachers can help you, but you have to do that duty of preparing yourself. For this, one take-home message which I want to tell you all is about one important matter. I just want to find out from you, what is the greatest asset that all of us have? Anybody would like to just come out with a suggestion? What is that we have among the students who have come in? Anybody would like to say? What is the greatest asset that God has given us? Anybody? I must see one of the students getting up and saying something. Okay, if you are reluctant, I'll tell you. Maybe in one of the classes later, definitely we will ask you. The greatest asset which has been given by God to us is time. Time is the greatest asset. Anybody in this world has only 24 hours. Whether it is somebody who is very successful or somebody who has not achieved anything in life, there is only time to our disposal. And it's how you are managing your time is the most important thing. How are you going to manage your time? Is it wasted? Is it being utilized purposefully? That's the most important thing which makes success and failure. So how can you manage your time? Managing the time is the most important single ingredient. The President of or the Prime Minister of India or somebody who is doing a manual job, both of them have only 24 hours. Why are they different? Why have they become what they are? And why are they continuing to be like that? It is time management. So what I want to tell you is that there is a way in which you can manage time very effectively. Let me give this as a take-home message to you. The way is to divide your time into 4 quadrants. The first quadrant in this. So if you take a paper and draw 2 lines, one like this and one like this, the left upper quadrant is the A quadrant. The right upper quadrant is the B quadrant. The left lower quadrant is the C quadrant, and the right lower quadrant is the D quadrant. I can't draw it here, but I just want to tell you. So there are 4 quadrants. In quadrant A, what comes in is urgent and important. These are tasks which are very urgent and very important in life. Just to give you an example, suppose you have a chest pain. It's urgent and important you attend to that because it could be very serious. You could even have a heart attack and you could die if you don't take care of that. So that is the quadrant which is urgent and important. On the right upper quadrant, the B quadrant, you have important but not urgent. I will come to that later. That's the second quadrant and that's the most important quadrant. Not urgent but very important. That's the quadrant. Coming down on the left lower quadrant, the C quadrant, you have what is urgent but not important. For example, when you are just sitting somewhere studying, you get a distraction call from one of your friends saying that, why don't you come out, let us just go out. You are studying and somebody calls you and tells that, why don't you come out, let us go out and spend some time elsewhere walking across the campus or something like that. So that is something urgent from the point of view of your friend, but for you it is not very important. So that is the quadrant C. And quadrant D is not important, not urgent. That's like sitting in the room and watching different channels or spending time on the Facebook or on Instagram. These are all not urgent, not important. So among all these four quadrants that we mentioned, the first quadrant is something where you should spend some time. If there is something like that, you should spend some time. The other two quadrants, the lower quadrants, are not at all important, the C and the D. The B quadrant, which is important but not urgent, is the most important. For example, I told the example of somebody getting a chest pain. Instead of getting a chest pain, can you take care of that by having checkup, medical checkup frequently, so that you know if there is a problem? If you do that, it's not urgent. Nobody is telling you to get a medical checkup done. But if you do that, you know that this can prevent some illnesses in future. So that's extremely important. From your point of view, that's what I wanted to highlight. For you, it's not at all important that you study on that particular day because there is no exam. In 1 week, 1 month, or even 3 months, you don't have an exam. So there is no urgency for you to study. You can postpone it. You can make it tomorrow, day after a week, after a month. Nothing is going to happen. But ultimately, you are going to suffer because that is the most important thing which you should be doing. If you keep on focusing on the quadrant B, which is to prepare something very important but not urgent, you will find that all the other quadrants will come down. You won't be distracted by your friend. You won't be watching TV all the time. You won't be having immediate exams coming and making it into an urgency. Once it becomes an exam tomorrow, it becomes urgent. You have to spend time on that, but there is no requirement for that. So focus on the quadrant B. Always prepare yourself so that the quadrant B is the one where you are preparing, and you keep on doing that, which means that expands and take care of you. I just want to give you this piece of advice as a take-home message. And I'm sure that all of you are going to be extremely successful doctors who will make us all proud, going into different parts of the world and spreading the message as well as the name of the DMMC. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for the enlightening speech. You are truly an inspiration for all of us.
The white coat is a symbol of medical excellence and purity. For a student who pursues medicine, the white coat ceremony marks a personal transition. As they enter the field of medicine, they must display extraordinarily high levels of professionalism and empathy. For their families and friends, it is an occasion to feel pride and also a reminder that their loved one is going to be engaging in one of the toughest rites of passage. A white coat worn and Hippocratic oath recited, it signifies their entrance into the medical profession. We will now move on to the white coat distribution. May I take the privilege to welcome our chairman, Padma Shri Dr. Moopen, Mrs. Nasira Azad, Dr. A.P. Kamath, to present the white coats to the students. Okay. Bashir sir and our dean, please join.
I may call the students in order. First one, Aishwarya Lakshmi KV. Amrita, Anjana, Aarti Sharma, Arya S. Murali, Ashlin, Aisha Mol, Devika Vinod, Gayatri, Jomol Shaji, Jyoti, Lakshmi Biju, Meenakshi Ghosh, M. Mahera, Nandida VP, Navya Nath, Niranjana Suresh, Niranjana Rajesh, Shiva Shankari, Sneha V, Adila Parveen, Aditya Vijay, Advait Murali, Agnes Maria Sabu, Aishwarya Goban, Aishwarya PV, Alina S, Alisha Raj, Anagha M, Ananya BR, Anisha VA, Angel Ignatius, Anjali Krishnan, Anshika Saj Tacholi, Anu Krishna S, Ashima Diayu, Avantika Uma Mahesh, Aisha Afida K. Abdul Rashid, Basil Harris KK, Casey Harrison, Devaprabha Shivaprasad, Devika K. Isha Chowdhury, Fatima Fida TP, Fatima Liana, Fida Fatima PK, Gopige K. Harilal, Gauri S. Murli, Hana P. Halina Kasim,
Harikrishnan R, Jishnu T, Kartika S, Malavika KS, Meenakshi V. Menon, Nafla Sherin, Nanda B, Nandana S, Neetu ER, Pallavi MN, Roshni RS, Sana Mustafa, Shane Daniel Sam, Shreya Vasudev, Sona P, Shreya Harikumar, Sushmita Raj, Abhinav Aravind, Abhinav MB, Adityan AN, Aditya Rajesh, Aksa Elsa Solomon, Akshita Dadich, Anjana CK, Anushri K, Bashir Abdul Latif, Devika Mohan, Devika Rajesh, Fatimatul Misbah Tasnim, Garvit Kumar Parashar, Gautam Krishna MS, Gautam Krishna S, Gokul P. Govind. Hari Krishnan. Mahipal Rajput. Meera Murali. Megha Chandran. Muhammad Bashir. Mrinali Haldia. Maithili. Namita Santosh. Nasif Rahman. Naishika Rajul Nath. Parameshwar Dalai. PC Akshaya. Reshma Babu. Revati Hari. Rohit Vishwanathan. Sajila. Satish Yadav. Shihana Tajuddin.
Sunil Kumar. Surya Priyan Bias. Yamini Jangir. Aditya Sajeev. Afzal Muhammad Anzar. Akash S. Amritraj. Anagha P. Anand. Anand Krishnan. Arjun Santosh. Ayush Kumar Pandey. Dilsana Fatima N.A. Fatima Nida. Gokul Krishnan. Govind Babu. Jishnu Jeevan. Kevin Edison. Muhammad Rizwan. Nandana Jawahar. Nandana M.N. Parvati. Prajas. Meghna. Roshan P. Suresh. Salman. Shamil Sanin. Sri Raj, Vinayagan, Sayan Faisal, Advait Nair, Adya Shashidharan, Akshay, Arjun Chandran, Haripriya Manoj, Hiba Habib, Haima Rashid, Muhammad Masin Munir, Muhammad Rishad, Nandana, Sharina Farhan, Anirudh Gopan, Antonio Martin, Ayush Verma, Chaitra, Gauri Lakshmi, Jay Lakshmi, Kushal Mangal, Aman Kumar Tiwari.
Thank you, dignitaries. I request Dr. A.P. Kamath, Vice Dean, DMMC, for the administration of oath to the MBBS students of 2021-22 batch.
All 2K21 batch students who have received white coat, have they come inside? Everybody is in? Please put your right arm forward and repeat after me. Thy eternal providence has appointed me to watch over the life and health of my fellow human beings. May the love for my art actuate me at all times. May neither avarice nor miserliness nor thirst for glory or for a great reputation engage my mind. For the enemies of truth and philanthropy could easily deceive me and make me forgetful of my lofty aim of doing good to my patients. May I never see in the patient anything but a fellow creature in pain. Grant me the strength, time and opportunity always to correct what I have acquired, always to extend its domain. For knowledge is immense, and the human spirit can extend infinitely to enrich itself daily with new requirements. Today we can discover our errors of yesterday, and tomorrow we may obtain a new light on what we think ourselves sure of today. I have been appointed to watch over the life and death of my fellow human beings. Here I am, ready for my vocation, and now I turn unto my calling. Thank you. Congratulations and all the best.
Thank you, sir.
May I now request our chairman to release DMMC manual for students.
I request the Dean and Bashir sir to join.
A few words regarding the DMMC student manual. It is turned right to be right. Now, what we have been seeing for over the years, maybe for the last 10 to 15 years, unfortunately, the invasion of certain downtrodden, below standard textbooks are really deceiving our medical students. They are being taken away by the shortcuts. So what we thought from 2021 batch onwards, the DMMC, Dr.Moopen's Medical College, will be having everything and anything for the medical education, including your post-graduation or maybe your NEET PG exam, if it is so, or exit exam. All the materials will be given in volume wise, and this is the auspicious day where we are coming out with volume 1 of anatomy, physiology and biochemistry. You will be having the teaching material with you. You will be having your own worksheet where you are going to have an active learning. I really salute before the anatomy department, physiology department, that's my parent department, and biochemistry department. Within a very short span of time, they have lifted up to their demand. They have done a marvelous job. Please give a good round of applause to all the faculty members. This was my little dream of almost more than 25 years of my teaching experience. So I owe them to my faculty members to make this as a reality. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Mr. Bashir, Executive Trustee, to release Students' Handbook.
This is actually a piece of information in a booklet form where you are going to have everything about the campus, everything that you are supposed to follow, the rules and regulation of this institution. Definitely at almost every day you can just turn the pages and get refined and modified yourself. Thank you.
Sir, 1 minute. May I now request our chairman to release our college magazine, Meruka, from the College Union Asad. I request the editor Shoaib will join. Thank you, sir. May I now invite our Dean, Dr. Gopakumaran Karta, to decode our journey so far.
So welcome to a 750 bedded super specialty hospital, as I told in the beginning. So this is the true reflection of a great man's passion and the dream. Our journey started in 2009. Can I have the next slide, please? Yes, we have a very focused, specific vision to be one of the top 10 medical institutions in the country. Each and everyone in this campus is looking forward for this, striving for this particular milestone. I hope you are one among them. Will be working together for this ultimate goal and fulfilling this vision. This was the entrance at the beginning, maybe in the 2008 or 2009, where this is actually leading to the portal of entry to many aspirant doctors like you, and many patients are looking for the destination for their cure and care. Bhumi Puja, that took place in 2009, and you know that this is actually the noblest way of expression of any mankind, getting permission from the Mother Nature. We have done it in 2009. Thereafter, the journey started. Foundation stone leading, and it was done by none other than the Chief Minister of that era, Mr. Umanchandi, and it was blessed by many eminent persons in that occasion. This was actually a very humble beginning. We started the whole medical college and the whole system that you see here in a single block or a single building. That was actually a humble beginning, and thereafter we just took off. This is a residential block, and this is one of the very unique campus. I repeatedly say in many occasions, where doctors, we faculty members, students, and all the other staff are staying together, and we call this as Dr.Moopen's family. Hospital block, it's a multi-specialty hospital, almost 900 bedded hospital is there in the campus, and this is actually for the information of parents. Now your children are so safe. I request any small problem or deviation from the health of students, please don't call them back to your own custody. So they are actually going to be treated here, taken care well of all health ailments they may encounter in the future 5 years. We have enough equipped. Medical college, where we are all sitting gathered here, This is actually a block where you are having the preclinical and paraclinical departments. 8 departments are functioning here, including the central library. Now I'll tell you one thing, another initiative that we have taken, we are actually kept mandatory library hours for 2021 batch. Of course, it will be monitored and guided by the faculty members. You have a wonderful library, I will say that state-of-art facility there inside. More than 15,000 book are actually there and more than 300 journals are there. They are all meant for you people. Please utilize this library facility and other museum facility there in the academic block. This we are gathered today here now. Yes, this is actually an ultimate outcome of 3 years, very short span of 3 years. A very professionally managed teamwork of 3 years. We have built this much of complex in the campus. Of course, it's hugged by the Western Ghats, rich in greenery, and this is the most well-chosen destination for the studies, I should say. I cannot assure you any other medical college in the country or maybe outside the country to have such a good ambience for learning, such a peaceful atmosphere, an excellent situation where you can learn a lot. Please utilize this particular campus to the maximum. Yes, the teaching hospital started an excellent takeoff. The first and the only teaching medical college, standalone one, got NABH accredited in the northern part of Kerala. We are the one. And this actually clearly shows how professionally we are managing the hospital and how much facility in the hospital side is waiting for you. My humble request, my young doctors, you please utilize the infrastructure and the resource persons around there in the hospital to the maximum. This is one very unique initiative. Recently we started the physical medicine and rehabilitation, and within a very short span of time we are attracting so many disabled or physically challenged persons, and they are actually taken care very well there. And I request you people, at least once in a month, you just spend some time with them, and I'm very happy and so thrilled that the tunnel, the student group is actually spending one full day there in this physical medicine and rehabilitation, and they have enjoyed with them. They have shown some cultural activity with them. That's actually a real way of humanism that you are expressed, and it is well appreciated, and you will be continuing that particular attitude in the future years coming. They need your presence, they need your proximity. Please do it. Yes, this is another of its kind. I should proudly say that with a lot of difficulty, with a lot of hesitation and lot of oaths, we have started this particular program. In the morning, you are waken up by the first wake up call, and you are asked to do some physical exercise. I am 100% sure that it may not give you an immediate result, but it will definitely reward you to the maximum, where you are going to have a very systematic life hereafter. 6:15, you are all there. I am so happy to see you here. I am always there around you, just silently observing you, what you are doing there. This is the herbal garden. This is another initiative which is going to get completed maybe in 1 year. We have already entered in the MOU with Swaminathan Foundation to have a herbal garden. This is another a very unique thing that we are coming forward. All the medicinal plants and the herbal plants will be under one area of 3 acres. And already we have initiated this work. MOU has completed. They have identified the land. It will be in the reality in the near future. Yes, amphitheater, it's another innovative thinking from the management, and also it is well supported by our students, and we have already started the work on this, and it will be exactly opposite to your men's hostel, where you will be blending with the nature, surrounded by the nature, and where you are going to express your talents there, and it will be a wonderful fun time there. Thank you. Next. Yes, no, we are actually not deviated. This is the ultimate thing. So don't think that actually we are encouraging all the extracurricular activities. Yes, an institution is known for its academia. The outcome of students, their caliber, their potential, their competency, this really matters. As chairman rightly mentioned, I can proudly say that since the last 4 years, as you see here, the final MBBS result is more than 90%. It's a magic number, a magic figure, and you will not deviate from this particular number. Yes, I will be able to add few more digits with a 9 starting in the coming years. I'm very happy that you have got that full potential. Yes, as Chairman rightly mentioned that this is the one institution I can proudly say maybe in the southern part of India giving in a private sector, giving an utmost importance for the research and the related healthcare innovative thinking. And the first medical, in the coming slide I will show you, this is the first medical college in the standalone medical college accepted and accredited by the BIRAC, Department of Biotechnology, to have an incubation facility. See, when you look outside, so when the people are appreciating from other institutions, I got a call, one of my student is there in All Day Institute of Medical Sciences, he is an additional professor there. He was so thrilled and he made a lot of messages that you have got a wonderful facility there, no other private medical college, because they are very, selective in offering such facility. So my dear students, an excellent opportunity is opened before you. Please utilize it. Come out with innovative thinking, some device plan. Maybe we will be having validation and we will be having all the process. Please don't hesitate that your idea is something which is foolish. No, it is brought into the light and it is brought into the scrutiny. Definitely it may be a workable solution for a lot of things. So please utilize this incubation facility. It will be starting or functioning from maybe from the next month onwards. Yes, we are having collaboration. We know that we cannot stand alone. We may not be having a consistent existence if you are standing alone. We are collaborated with lot of pioneer institutions. So this is the area where the opportunity, the options is sky high. This is the medical college, I can proudly say that, collaborated with an engineering college, National Institute of Technology, Calicut. They were so thrilled and they were actually enthusiastically coming forward to have a collaboration. By this time, we have submitted 3 projects. Get into all these activities. We are actually in collaboration with the National Institute of Technology, Calicut. We are collaborated, so accredited by so many agencies here. So we can proudly say that this institution has got a different vision by which we are going into a different level, as rightly pointed by Chairman. As I told you, the BIRAC Bioness facility, please feel that this is actually a golden opportunity where you can utilize a lot of things. ICMR accredited regional center. This is the only 2 centers they have offered in South India. We are the second to Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences. And we are going to have a lot of clinical research, especially from the medicine side, based on some endemic diseases which is very prevalent there in Wayanad. For example, sickle cell anemia, dengue fever, and other zoonotic diseases. The ICMR accredited regional center. This is another area where you can excel and you can utilize the opportunity here. Kerala Startup Mission is actually now registered with our IEDC scheme. This is another one medical college I can say in the state where the Kerala, the Startup Mission come out with an IEDC. Can I have the next one, please? Yes, this is actually the photograph of where we have entered into the collaboration with the National Institute of Technology. By this time, 3 projects to the Department of Science and Technology have submitted. This is another collaboration that we have done with the Sritra Institute of Sciences, where we are jointly doing some research and innovative activity in biomaterial and as well as in biotechnology. Hope maybe within 5 years, DMMC will be having our own a product which is going to be marketed and utilized by the entire world. We have already initiated, we have come out with one insulin assay kit, which is very unique, and it's already patented, in the process of patenting in the final state, and it's also in the process of technology transfer. So we should be proud. I am so grateful to the Research and Innovation Division headed by Dr. Kalyan Krishna and Lisi Krishna. They have already submitted at least 10 projects with almost 50 lakhs to 1 crore by this time. So we are actually now leaping into a different domain altogether. So this is for my young students' information as well as for the awareness of my dear parents. Veterinary University and Agriculture Sciences. So this is another a very unique collaboration. I think it is the first time in the, maybe I don't know whether it has taken place anywhere else in the country. This is the place where we are actually joining hand together with Agriculture University and Veterinary. Wherever we go with a collaboration, I've experienced a good way of acceptance by all the vice chancellors and dean. So we are having a good scope of doing some research, and you can, when you are going to the third year, once you complete your microbiology, yes, if you can have an exposure there. They have an excellent state-of-art facility microbiology division there in the veterinary science, including the genomic studies of the COVID virus. It's being done there, and so many other genomics in virology lab. You can utilize that facility, and they are open to accept you all there. The BIRAC inspection, it was a very tough time. Almost 3 to 4 inspections they have conducted to offer this particular facility. This is nothing but where we were examined by the Department of Science and Technology for the facility and our presentation for the same. Yes, this is actually evidence. I don't want to read the whole stuff here. This is only see how the quantum of research that we already initiated in the last 1 or 2 years. Please be in line with this. So you are going to have, from the next year onwards, you are going to have a separate session on research methodology training. I think the 2019 batch already underwent this particular training in a very systematic form. They have come out with some projects which is going to be in the ICMR student portal. We have already registered. See, that particular academic tradition, the research tradition, should be continued here. That's the reason why I am just showing few of these projects which is already going on and the different stages of completion. AI based, this is another area where we are having, as rightly pointed out by our chairman, we are actually entering into a very new era. No other medical college actually entered into that particular thing, the digital health division. We are going to have, we already established a digital health department headed by Dr. Satish Rath. He is a very eminent celebrity in that particular area. We are having, so utilize that facility, utilize those resource persons, come out with some AI based projects, innovative thinkings. We can incubate that, and definitely some products on your name can be released through this particular system. Our journey, as rightly mentioned, it's not ending here. It continues. We are having all the post-graduation. I will tell you, within 2 years, all the 13 postgraduate courses in the clinical subjects will be commenced, and the next step will be the paraclinical and then the preclinical. So I think by the time you graduate, there is an excellent opportunity to continue your post-graduation and super specialty here in the same institution and come out as an excellent doctor. So we have already started 3 courses this year. Next year, another 8 more coming, and another 2 are actually in the pipeline of processing it. Yes, the nursing college and pharmacy college is a part of Moopen's Academy. Nursing college, I should proudly say that an excellent result coming every year. And we started only with the 50 seats, and now it is being enhanced to 75. It's a way of progress, and 10% placement record from this particular college. Pharmacy College of Pharmaceutical Sciences started with 60. Now it has been graded wise, it increased to 100 B-Pharm seats. And not only that, we have all the postgraduate schemes there, including the PharmD 7-year program. It's a doctorate program in pharmacy. Already we are allotted with the 30 seats, and 3 M-Pharm seats are there. 15 ongoing projects in the pharmaceutical chemistry and pharmacy is going on there, and they are having consistent more than 90% results. So I think there is no doubt to say that we are in the path of excellence, and you have taken the right destination to graduate and to further your studies. I think you will be having a wonderful time ahead here for the next 5 years. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Now I request PTA President Mr. Najib Karadan to deliver felicitation speech.
ബഹുമാനായ ഡോക്ടർ മെഡിക്കൽ കോളേജിൻ്റെ ആദരണീയനായ ചെയർമാൻ പത്മശ്രീ ഡോക്ടർ ആസാദ് മൂപ്പൻ അവർകൾ, പ്രിയങ്കരായ നസീറ മൂപ്പൻ, പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട മാനേജിംഗ് എക്സിക്യൂട്ടീവ് ട്രസ്റ്റി ബഷീർ സാർ, പ്രിയങ്കനായ DMMCയുടെ ഡീൻ ഗോപകുമാരൻ കർത്ത സർ, പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട വൈസ് ഡീൻ കമ്മസ് സർ, പ്രിയങ്കനായ ഡെപ്യൂട്ടി മെഡിക്കൽ സൂപ്രണ്ട് മിസ്റ്റർ വാസിഫ് മായിൻ, AGM മിസ്റ്റർ ഷാനവാസ്, ഡെപ്യൂട്ടി മെഡിക്കൽ സൂപ്രണ്ട് അരുൺ, എൻ്റെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ഫാക്കൽറ്റീസ്, എക്സിക്യൂട്ടീവ് PT എക്സിക്യൂട്ടീവ് മെമ്പേഴ്സ്, രക്ഷിതാക്കളെ, പ്രിയങ്കരായ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികളെ, വളരെയധികം സന്തോഷം തോന്നുകയാണ്. 2021 വർഷത്തെ MBBS ബാച്ചിലെ വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾക്ക് പ്രിയങ്കനായ നമ്മുടെ ചെയർമാൻ വൈറ്റ് കോട്ട് നൽകിക്കൊണ്ട് ഇവിടെ ഈ പരിപാടി ഇവിടെ ഉദ്ഘാടനം ചെയ്യപ്പെട്ടു. ലോകത്തിലെ മുഴുവൻ മലയാളികൾക്കും അഭിമാനിക്കാവുന്ന രീതിയിൽ ആധുനിക ആരോഗ്യ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ രംഗത്ത് തൻ്റെ വ്യക്തിത്വം അവതരിപ്പിച്ച നമ്മുടെ ചെയർമാൻ, അദ്ദേഹമാണ് നിങ്ങളുടെ മക്കൾക്ക് ഈ വൈറ്റ് കോട്ട് നൽകിയതെന്ന് നിങ്ങൾ അഭിമാനിക്കാവുന്നതാണ്. രാജ്യത്ത് ഏകദേശം 9 വർഷങ്ങൾക്ക് മുമ്പ് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ മനസ്സിൽ ഉദിച്ച DMMS എന്ന മെഡിക്കൽ കോളേജ് സ്ഥാപനം ഇവിടെ ആരംഭിക്കുകയുണ്ടായി. കേരളത്തിലെ പ്രകൃതി രമണീയമായ ഈ വയനാട് ജില്ലയിൽ അദ്ദേഹം നൽകിയ ഈ മെഡിക്കൽ കോളേജ് നമ്മുടെ നാടിൻ്റെയും ഈ പ്രദേശത്തിൻ്റെയും ഒക്കെ തന്നെ വികസന കാഴ്ചപ്പാടുകളിൽ മുൻപന്തിയിലായിരുന്നു എന്ന് വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ മേഖലകളിൽ പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്ന ഒരു എളിയ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങളൊക്കെ എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ സാധിക്കും. സാർ ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്ന രീതിയിൽ ഇന്ത്യയിലെ നമ്പർ 10 മെഡിക്കൽ കോളേജുകളിലേക്ക് ഉയർന്നു നിരക്കുന്ന രീതിയിലുള്ള നല്ല കാഴ്ചപ്പാടുകൾ, അങ്ങയുടെ ദീർഘവീക്ഷണത്തിനനുസരിച്ചുള്ള ഒരു ടീം ഫാക്കൽറ്റീസ്, ഒരു ഡീനും ഒക്കെ തന്നെ നമ്മുടെ കോളേജുകളിൽ വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞു എന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അഭിമാനിക്കാം. തീർച്ചയായും 5 വർഷത്തിൻ്റെ ഇടയ്ക്കുള്ളിൽ ഈ അങ്ങയുടെ ആഗ്രഹത്തിനനുസരിച്ച്, അങ്ങയുടെ സ്വപ്നങ്ങൾക്കനുസരിച്ച് രാജ്യത്തെ 10 മെഡിക്കൽ കോളേജുകളിൽ ഈ സ്ഥാപനം വളരുമെന്ന കാര്യത്തിൽ ഒരു സംശയവുമില്ല. 3 വർഷങ്ങൾക്ക് മുമ്പ് ഇവിടെ ചുമതലയേറ്റ എൻ്റെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട മാനേജിംഗ് ട്രസ്റ്റി ബഷീർ സാറിൻ്റെയും അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ 2 വർഷങ്ങൾക്ക് മുമ്പ് ഇവിടെ ചാർജ് എടുത്ത പ്രിയങ്കരനായ ഡീൻ ഡോക്ടർ കുമാറിൻ്റെയും സാരഥ്യത്തിൽ അങ്ങേക്ക് അവരുടെ പിന്തുണ ഈ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷനിലൂടെ 5 വർഷത്തെ ഒരു പാരൻ്റ് എന്നുള്ളത് മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ സാധിച്ച ഒരു എളിയ വ്യക്തിയാണ് ഞാൻ. എനിക്കറിയാം തീർച്ചയായും അങ്ങയുടെ തീരുമാനം വളരെ ഉന്നതമാണ്. ആ ഉന്നതമായ ശ്രേണിയിൽ ഒരു എളിയ പങ്കാളിത്തം ഇവരോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ നിർവഹിക്കാൻ ആത്മാർത്ഥമായി പലപ്പോഴും ഞാൻ ശ്രമിച്ചിട്ടുമുണ്ട്. തീർച്ചയായും എനിക്ക് പറയാനുള്ളത്, പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട രക്ഷിതാക്കളോട് സൂചിപ്പിക്കാനുള്ളത്, ഒരു നല്ല തരത്തിലുള്ള ഒരു PTA ഈ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷനിലുണ്ട് എന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അഭിമാനിക്കാവുന്നതാണ്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ബഹുമാന്യനായ മാനേജിംഗ് ട്രസ്റ്റി ബഷീർ സാറിൻ്റെ മൗനാനുഭവത്തോടു കൂടി മിക്ക വിഷയങ്ങളിൽ പലപ്പോഴും ഇടപെടാനും അത് എത്രത്തോളം ഈ ഇൻസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷന് ഗുണകരമായി എന്ന് എനിക്കറിയില്ല, പക്ഷേ വളരെ അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ മൗനാനുഭവത്തോടു കൂടി മിക്ക വിഷയങ്ങളും ഇടപെടാൻ എനിക്കൊക്കെ സാധിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ദൈവത്തിൻ്റെ അനുഗ്രഹത്താൽ തുടർന്നങ്ങോട്ടുള്ള കാലഘട്ടങ്ങളിൽ ആരോഗ്യകരമായ ആയുസ് ദൈവം നമ്മുടെ ചെയർമാന് പ്രദാനം ചെയ്യട്ടെ എന്ന് ആത്മാർത്ഥമായി മനസ്സുകളിൽ നിന്നും പ്രാർത്ഥിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾക്കെല്ലാവർക്കും എല്ലാവിധ ഈ വൈറ്റ് കോട്ട് സ്വാമിക്ക് എല്ലാവിധ ഭാവങ്ങളും ആശംസകളും അർപ്പിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ വാക്കുകൾ നിർത്തുന്നു. ജയ് ഭാരത്.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Dr. Shanawaz to felicitate the occasion.
Respected dignitaries gathered here, and my dear students and parents, I feel incredibly privileged to be speaking to you in the presence of our beloved chairman, Padma Shri Dr. Moopen, and his wife, Mrs. Nasira Azad. First of all, I would like to congratulate the new batch of students for receiving the white coat from our own chairman's hands. Aside from being Assistant General Manager of Operations and PTA Secretary at Dr.Moopen's Medical College, last month I have been elected as the Senate member of Kerala University of Health Sciences. So the quality of medical education is my commitment toward the state of Kerala and our own institution. we are all grateful for the two persons here, none other than our chairman, Dr. Moopen, and my superior, Mr. U. Bashir, for wholehearted support for fulfilling our mission and vision. Before I conclude, I would like to share the vision statement coined by our chairman. This is for the newly joined students. To be one among the top teaching institutions in India, adopting the global standards in education, research, and innovation. For molding the healthcare professionals, that is you, with the compassion and commitment in harmony with nature. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Now we have a distribution of an academic award, an award for academic excellence. It is called Dr. Javed Sharif Award for the topper in anatomy. Dr. Javed Sharif worked here in DMWIMS in the Department of Anatomy as Professor of Anatomy since day one and retired in the year 2018. So it was his wish to give this award to the topper in anatomy every year. So I call upon Ms. Gayatri J of 2020 batch. Gayatri J, please come on the stage. She has scored the highest marks in anatomy among the students of DMMC in the last KUHS University examination. I request Nasira Madam, Dr. Dr.Moopen sir, together to hand over the shield and certificate to Ms. Gayatri J of 2020-21 batch of MBBS students. I also request congratulations, Gayatri. Your hard work really paid off. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite Dr. Amina of batch 2016 and her colleagues. They have come here to unveil the logo of their convocation. I hand over the mic to Dr. Amina. Please. I request,
Respected Chairman,
Dr.
Dr.
Moopen sir,
Moopen sir.
Bashir sir and the Dean onto the stage.
Nazira ma'am, our professors, dear parents and my dear juniors. Let me begin with congratulating our dear juniors for the first step in their entire MBBS life. We still remember our white coat ceremony on a pleasant day 4 or 5 years back. And here we are, we have completed our MBBS course and we are almost completing our internship within 4 months. And we find this event as the best platform to share this joy also. And we are planning our convocation ahead. And here we would like to do the name release of our upcoming convocation. So I invite Dr. Moopen sir and all our professors for the same.
internship now?
Thank you, everyone. Now I request Dr. Arun Aravind, Deputy Medical Superintendent, to deliver vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to one and all who are gathered here for the white coat ceremony of our 8th batch of MBBS students. Respected Chairman Padma Shri Dr. Moopen sir, Nazira Madam, respected Executive Trustee Mr. U. Bashir sir, respected Dean sir Dr. Gopakamaran Karta sir, respected Vice Dean Dr. A.P. Kammar, my colleague and Deputy Medical Superintendent Dr. Wasif Mayan, AGM Operations Dr. Shahnaz Pallia, and our PTA President Dr. Najib Karadan, and Head of the Department of various clinical, paraclinical and non-clinical departments, all the faculties, dear parents and students. And as you all know, it's a very proud and joyful occasion for all of us. Because the budding doctors of our college is going through an important step in their journey into the medical profession. Actually, attending this function takes me to the nostalgic moments, the moments of my MBBS life, which started in 2005 at Calicut, Government Medical College, Calicut. It was, even though we were not having an official function like this, we were asked to go to the dissection hall with the whiteboard at that time. I still remember that occasion, and definitely you all people are going to remember this moment throughout your life. And as I already said, it is not just merely a function, a white coat ceremony. But after this, it turns you. After this, you are not going to be an individual. You are going to be part of the whole medical fraternity. And also, you belong to the society and the community. And you have a lot of commitment and responsibility towards the society. And also, it reminds you that not only patients, you have a lot of commitment and responsibility towards your colleagues also. And it ensures the unity among all of us. It gives a lot of you are not alone in this profession. And it also reminds you that you should be as pure as white in this noble profession. So this time we are fortunate to have our beloved chairman with us for this auspicious occasion, and also Nazira Madam. And it gives me immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks in this auspicious occasion. First of all, let me take this golden opportunity to express our deepest gratitude, deep from the bottom of our heart, on behalf of all the staff, faculty, and students of this medical college, to Dr. Padma Shri Dr. Moopen sir for his presence in this auspicious occasion. Also for his continuous and relentless support to the institution right from the beginning and throughout. And also for kind presence, blessing of our junior doctors, and also officially inaugurating the function, and also for the encouraging and the inspiring speech delivered. Thank you. We are really blessed with your presence, sir. Thank you. I would also like to thank Nazira Madam for her kind presence in this occasion. I would also like to thank Mr. U. Bashir sir, our Executive Trustee. And as you all know, he is the man behind the activities which is going on every day here. Thank you for your support, sir. Thank you for your presence and blessings. And also thank you for the release of the student's handbook. Let me thank our Dean, sir. We call him as the captain of this ship, really leading us in the correct direction. Thank you, sir, for arranging this function, and also for your presence and the presidential address. And also letting us through the journey of DM WIMS in this occasion. I also like to extend our sincere thanks to our Vice Dean Dr. A.P. Kamal sir for the administration of the oath. I would like to thank Dr. Wasif Mayan for the welcome speech, Dr. Shanawaz Palliyal and Mr. Najib Karadan for the felicitation. I would also like to thank Mr. Supi Kallangotta, who is the AGM administration, Sangeeta Susan, the head of the HR department, Mr. Usman, the head of the finance department, for their presence in this gracious occasion. Let me thank all the heads of the department and faculties of clinical, non-clinical and paraclinical specialties, all the staff of the DM WIMP, Dr.Moopen's Medical College, for your participation. And dear parents, as you all know, you will be the most happiest people today because of your ward's achievement. And we are really proud of you because you are the person responsible for your ward's achievement. That's the reason why we got them all here. Thank you for accepting our invitation and blessing our budding doctors in this occasion. I would like to thank the Dean's office, all the staff in the academic block, Mr. Franklin, Pavitran, and all the team for arranging this venue for this wonderful function. Last but not the least, the heroes, the stars of the day, the students of 8th batch of our institute. Congratulations on your white coat ceremony and all the very best on your future activity. Once again, thank you all for your valuable time and presence. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. So there is going to be another event now. I hand over the mic to Praveen.
Thank you. നമസ്കാരം. പൊതുവെ ഞങ്ങൾ വയനാട്ടുകാരെക്കുറിച്ച് വയനാട്ടുകാർക്ക് മറ്റു നാട്ടുകാരുടെ മുൻപിൽ അവതരിപ്പിക്കാൻ പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് വലിയ സമുച്ചയങ്ങളോ വ്യക്തികളോ ഈ അടുത്ത കാലം വരെ ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല. എന്നാൽ ഇന്ന് ആ അവസ്ഥ വളരെയധികം വല്ലാതെ മാറിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഏറ്റവും അഭിമാനപൂർവ്വം പ്രസൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന 2 വ്യക്തികൾ ഇന്ന് വേദിയിലിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഞങ്ങൾ വയനാട്ടുകാർക്ക് ഉറക്കെ അഭിമാനപൂർവ്വം ഉയർത്തി കാണിക്കാൻ സാധിക്കുന്ന അതിന് തുടക്കം കുറിച്ചത് നമ്മുടെ ബഹുമാന്യനായ ശ്രീ ആസാദ് മൂപ്പൻ സാറാണ്. സാറ് വേദിയിലുണ്ട്. അതേപോലെ തന്നെ ഒരൊറ്റ ഗോളിൽ ഇന്നലെ വരെ ആരും അറിയാതിരുന്ന ഞങ്ങളുടെ പ്രിയങ്കരനായ സഹോദരൻ മിസ്റ്റർ സഫ്നാദും ഈ വേദിയിലുണ്ട്. എന്തായാലും ആ ഒരു
wonderful sublime header. Vivian and the substitution. Oh, what a goal!
അഭിമാനപൂർവ്വം അതല്ലെങ്കിൽ ശ്രദ്ധാപൂർവ്വം പറയുന്ന ഒരു വാക്കുണ്ട്. എല്ലാത്തിനും അതിൻ്റെതായ സമയമുണ്ട് ദാസായത്. സാർ അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് സമയത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് നേരത്തെ നമ്മളോട് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു. നമ്മളെ സഫ്നാദിൻ്റെ ടൈമായിരുന്നു ഇത്. നല്ലൊരു
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Yeah, the celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but they see where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in it. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like a different ball tap. Man, I came in the game like whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stats, yo. Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.